Another beautiful morning here in Miami. Pretty cool outside. 73 degrees, I think it is. Ain't even got to cut the AC on. We just out here chilling up in this BIS while everybody's freezing across the country. While everybody's doing that, just want to say hello. What's up? What's happening? Nicholas Brown coming at you with another segment of Damn Your Logic. And today, I'm going to talk about an observation that I'm making. Something that I think the rapper Nicki Minaj has to keep in mind. Because it's obvious her handlers, whoever she's dealing with, whoever's managing her, they don't know what the hell they're doing. It's looking like a train wreck ready to happen. And I would not be surprised if she ends up on Love and Hip Hop, trying to salvage whatever stardom that she has, whatever little career that she has in the next 3 to 4 years. Well, 2 to 3 years, because things move pretty quickly. Well, anyway, right. My thing is gonna be on reinvention. As you evolve, as you grow in time, you reinvent yourself. You come up with a new way of presenting yourself, how you look, how you dress, how you walk, how you talk. You have to change in order to fit the role that you're going for. You have to flip the script on everybody. You have to perfect as you move on to what's next. Now, before I get into all that, check out my book, So You Want to Be a Baller, Comprehensive Guide to Go from Broke on the Bus to Balling in the Benz. I break down different stories from different lessons that I've seen people, especially people who went from rags to riches stories, come up in this world. All right, so you can go ahead and cop that, give you some game. Hell, if you write me a decent enough email response or a good topic, I might even shoot you the ebook for free, baby. Yeah, you can check that out. You can also check out my other projects that I got out there. For those who are into erotica and you're 18 and up, VIP Confessions, what really goes down in the champagne room, and So You Want to Be a Stripper, Comprehensive Guide to Go from Girl Next Door to Pole Dancing Diva. We have the third edition out now. The third edition, which talks about online marketing and social media marketing. So yeah, go ahead and get some game. All right, get some game. All right. And those are just a few of the projects I got out there that you can go ahead and get. I even brought the prices down, holiday sales, for the first 2 editions of the Dancer Manual, where if a girl wants to get into that dancer life, I wish she would not, but if she just so happens to get the book, she reads it, hopefully it scares her straight to where she doesn't get in there. Or if she still want to be hard-headed, go ahead and jump in and try to be a dancer, well, at least it tries to give you a roadmap on how to get out in 5 years or less. All right? Because you don't want these girls to stay in there forever and a day. Hell, it pretty much gives them a roadmap to reinvent themselves as they go by. All right? Now that I'm done with shameless plugging of books that can help you reinvent yourself, get a better understanding. Hell, with VIP Confessions, if you are dull and boring, you can reinvent yourself as a sex pot for your man or for yourself or your woman. If you're a woman dating another woman, hell, you could bust some of these moves from VIP Confessions on them. All right, but yeah. Let's get back to the topic at hand. As I was saying, reinvention. You see, with stars, whatever, right? Celebs, they have to reinvent themselves in order to stay in the limelight, Some guys that are, let's say, an actor, right? They'll come in, they'll be the young heartthrob, 17, might be teenager Well, hell, might even start off as a little kid or whatever. Kid actor grows up a little bit. People see him grow up on the screen, right? But then, boom, he hits 18, 19, 20 years old, all right? So now he's getting older, becoming more of a man. He's growing it out of the adolescent phase. 22, 23, 24, 25. He's getting into that next phase, right? Now, some might fall to the wayside, they get high, get drunk, and then fall out of the limelight, those type of horrible situations that I don't wish none of that upon anybody, because I wish nothing but good things with people, But some, they learn to transition over. For example, Leonardo DiCaprio, he started off as a child actor, all right? He started off as a child actor. I remember him in a few shows way back in the day. I think he, the Seaver family, I forgot the name of the show. I forgot the name of it, but I remember him as a child actor. And then he did Romeo and Juliet and the big role that he did with Titanic in his early 20s or whatever. So those were his teeny bopper heartthrob years. You know what I mean? That guy, he got his feet wet in the industry, got his name out there. Young ladies had his posters on the wall and, oh, I love Leo, and you know what I mean? Just in love with the guy, right? But he didn't stay no heartthrob or whatever. He worked on his acting chops. He got better, and he realized that he ain't gonna be no little kid forever. Plus, the upside, Leonardo DiCaprio, he didn't stay in a small size. He didn't stop growing at 5'6", 5'7", or whatever. I'm not saying that an actor that size can't be a huge star. I mean, look at Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx, those kind of guys. But I'm saying he grew into being a man. His body changed, voice changed, and because of that, he took on more adult roles. Next thing you know, you see him in Gangs of New York, being more rough and tumble. You see him taking more risks, and then as he got older, you see him in roles such as in The Great Gatsby and The Remnant. As he gets older or whatever, Inception jumps into that. Gets better with his acting chops, gets better with time, jumping in different roles where he can take on the soul of the character, The Departed, taking on the soul of the character, getting better with time, growing into manly roles and executing. Now he's about to reach his 40s soon, if he's not in his 40s, but he's continuing to stay in his lane, reinventing himself as an actor, right? Another example of good reinvention, Jay-Z. And this is the book that Nicki Minaj needs to pull from, especially, right? I love Jay-Z's evolution. I love it from the beginning, because even now, even though he's not, his songs ain't buzzing on the radio all the time like they used to, he still gets on a few hits every so often. He'll do a hot feature or what have you. He'll have a song or two that's out there, or he'll feature something with Beyonce and it's out there doing numbers or whatever, is getting his recognition, and he's still getting his props as a top tier rapper or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Still getting his props, still being heard, still being quoted, right? Still doing it. He ain't like I said, he ain't, that considered that dude or whatever, but he still gets his respect as he should. I mean, he's his own entity now in a way, you know what I mean? He's on, like, in terms of rappers, his aura, his mystique, he's evolved himself into where Shabano is from YouTube, into where Madonna is or was or whatever. You know what I mean? He's a pop. He did pop, did it to death. Rap, did it to death. Showed his metal as an MC. May not have been the best MC ever that you might have heard, but you'll put him in the top 20, top 10, and in some people's top 5. You know what I mean? But still, you know how he started, right? He started off street dude. Oh, MC, really. You know what I mean? An MC, right? Trying to get on, Hawaiian Sophie and all that, Then fast forward, him, Dame Dash, Kareem Biggs, they form Rockefeller or whatever. They flip a deal, form Rockefeller, right? Boom. Okay. They pushing independently, doing their thing, right? And they come off as more than just, he comes off as, okay, more than just, I'm Jay, I can rap. I'm Jay-Z, I can rap. Now he has a persona, he has a story. I'm Jay-Z, the street dude, mafioso type, you know what I mean? That I've been had money before coming in this game. You know what I'm saying? I made my money off dope before I even started rapping. I'm a hustler, not a rapper, you know what I mean? That was his whole shtick in the beginning, right? Like he was balling before all this. This is just petty money to me. Y'all gotta catch up on my level. All this stuff that rappers claim they have, I've been had it. I'm that dude, right? Bam. Rockefeller Records doing their thing. All right, cool. Now, young, brash, dope boy music, right? Hustler music, right? That's what he's spitting in the beginning. When he got on, 26, 27, right? Boom. With Ain't No, you know what I mean? Ain't no like the one I got, no one can, you better. You know what I mean? Off the Nutty Professor soundtrack, Reasonable Doubt drops. Does okay. When it goes gold or what have you, you know what I mean? Then his second album, In My Lifetime, I believe it was, Volume 1. He tried going pop like a little too fast. He took a hit for that. But then he dropped Streets Is Watching, independent project or whatever. Put him back in good graces with the streets. Boom. Like, hey, I'm still that dude. Then boom, Hard Knock Life. That album drops. The single drops, which was so gritty, so New York or whatever, you know what I mean? So gritty street life, Nueva York style, you know what I mean? Still mafioso with street edge, Timberlands and all that, yeah. But because of It's a Hard Knock Life, it crossed over into the pop charts. And then it's made him from a known rapper to mainstream individual, household name, selling 5-6 times platinum, right? In the States, made him a household name. From what I understand, back then, from what I read in a music business book, the minute you hit you sold 4 million copies and better. Back in those days, you were considered a household name. The minute you hit 4 million sold, you a household name. Everybody and their mama know you. You all over the news. You on Entertainment Tonight. You all over the billboards. You winning all the awards. Everybody and their mama know about your funk ass, right? The minute you hit 4 million copies sold. Back then. Nowadays, if you go platinum, nowadays, you're in the limelight or whatever. But yeah. Hell, you sell 5 million copies today, you're a fucking megastar, But still, back then, he touched that mark. All right, cool. Now, same persona. Same persona, dude from the street, but now he switched it up a little bit. He went from street dude to, okay, I'm a little Hollywood now. I ain't gonna say Hollywood. I'm a bit pop now. Now he started doing pop records. Now I'm Money Man Jay-Z. I'm William M. Holla, right? I'm the big baller, shot caller, stunting on y'all, right? I'm the show off. I'm the guy with the gaudy jewelry. All I do is talk money. I still talk that street stuff because, I'm still from that. Tough guy in a way, you know what I'm saying? Roll with the crew. But now I got money. I got cake. I'm not like these other cats. I am me. He is I and I am him. Slim with the tilted grim on some Snoop Dogg shit, you know what I mean? I got some money. I ain't got a front. I'm that dude. So it went from street, gritty, I'm out here getting this paper, you know what I mean, the drug made, pimp way, whatever. Now I'm getting the legal money. I'm the biggest rapper on the planet, so I ain't even gotta sell dope. But if I wanted to, I could because I'm still that dude. But now I'm getting it. Bam. Fast forward. Reinvents himself again. Number one rapper in the world, you know what I mean? Dropping hit after hit after hit after hit. Reinvents himself. How? Starts taking his money. Instead of taking his money and blowing it on silly shit, he reinvents himself as what he came in as originally anyway, because Rockefeller Records, they got their money up and they funded it and pushed it themselves. You know what I'm saying? Reinventing himself as what he really is, deep down. The soul of the man. Businessman. Entrepreneur. They invested in Rockaware. And then they invested in a bunch of other things, Armadale and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Jay starts spreading his money around, investing. Eventually the 40-40 club and all that starts investing. So now he's showing that, yeah, I'm talking money. I'm from the dope game. I'm big pop star, big rap star. Everybody know me. Yeah, I'm a stunner, but guess what? I'm making more money by having my money work for me. He reinvents himself as a businessman, like I said, boom. So now he's showing himself as a mogul, a rap mogul. Not a mogul that manages rappers, but a rapper that's a mogul. You know what I mean? He recreated a whole new lane, if you will. You know what I'm saying? A whole new persona. Back when I was rhyming, I ain't gonna front, man. Jay was he's like the blueprint every rapper wants to be, where they want to be at. Like, yeah, I rap, but I'm also the master of all I survey. I own my masters. I have my rights. I own my publishing. Ain't nobody screwing me over. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're seeing that he created that mold. You know? He created that mold. And then, boom, all he did was pour gasoline on it. Then when he became president of Def Jam, you know what I mean? That the label that he did all his album deals, he was smart enough to get the masters for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did his obligations. He did his job, man. Top of the hill. Boss of all bosses. Not no mafioso boss. None of that. I'm a boss of bosses. I got money. I got hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm not in the 100,000s. I'm not 1 or 2 million. I ain't got 10 million. No, I'm in the hundreds of millions of dollars, man. I'm a boss. Oh, you a boss? People like to use the term, double word terms now, whatever, to really drive a point across. Like, oh, you a mogul. Oh, you an entrepreneur. You an investor, you know what I mean? Like, just venture capitalist rapper mogul. Top of the hill. Pinnacle. In terms of being that dude, and that he's so-called quote-unquote retired, right? 2004, 2005, call himself retired. Okay, cool. But instead of just disappearing, he's making moves still. Making moves, making money without rapping, man. Like, he really just showed that he reinvented himself as a boss for real, a shot caller for real, a master within that universe. So he went from dope boy on the corner to well-known rapper to superstar to entrepreneur to mogul into boss, top dog, master of a universe. And then gracefully bowed out, and then boom, he came back. New album, right? The song with the Show You What You Got, that album or whatever, Kingdom Come, I think it was called, right? Made his comeback, 3 million albums sold, you know what I mean? Doing good. Almost like he just, almost like he never left, right? Because his name stayed in the papers. He kept his name in the papers. Marrying Beyonce, he kept his name in the papers, you know what I'm saying? The moves he made, he kept his names in the papers. You know what I mean? Jumping on people's singles and stuff like that, guest featuring on the hottest artist albums, you know what I'm saying? And then boom, coming back like he never left, you know what I'm saying? Now granted, Lil Wayne, he started, mixtape Weezy started really circulating, gaining traction or whatever, but still, you know what I mean? And Eminem out here doing his thing, but still, Jay reinvented himself. This is where I say the Jay that we know now started becoming solidified. The legendary Jay-Z, where he's a mogul, rapper, entrepreneur, everything all in one, right? The pinnacle, the legend. How he is now, from like Kingdom Come until now, that's this the Jay that we know now, right? Constantly reinventing himself as he went along. Instead of wearing Timbs, look, he's 40-something years old. You don't see him rocking Timbs, do you? I mean, you might see him in a few pictures or whatever, but you don't see him like, oh, I'm the dude on the corner and none of that, right? You don't see him doing videos in Marcy projects. Like, nah. What he does, he shows videos that reflect where he's at in life. You know what I mean? Like, I remember when he did Gone Brush Your Shoulders Off and the Black Album and all that, right? He was like, started traded in his throwback jerseys for button-ups and shirts and ties or whatever, you know what I'm saying? See, he constantly rapped about his transition from dude on the corner to dude in the corner office to dude owning a whole corner of a block, you know what I mean? Literally. Real estate and all that, Now, I say all that to say this. Nicki Minaj really has to take a play out of Jay-Z's book, man. Look, Nicki Minaj, when she first started, she was with the cute girl who can rap, right? Cute girl who can rap. Probably had a few mixtapes on the underground, right? Rapping for whoever, right? Lil Wayne sees the opportunity, picks her up. Okay, cool. Gives her a fake butt, gives her a boob job, steals little Kim swag and throws it on her, right? Flips it around. Next thing you know, she's a Barbie. Now, she starts off as the cute sex pot with a nice body, right? So, cute sex pot, nice body, probably a little bit street, but yet relatable to young girls because little girl sees her as like a living cartoon character, right? Like, wow, she's colorful and pretty and she smiles and she can rap and she has pop songs and see the whole shebang and bang, you know what I mean? She could touch with the teeny bopper crowd because of some of her cute little songs and her outfits and stuff like that. She also rapped about, like what she rapped about touched the street dudes, you know what I'm saying, in a way a little bit. And then how she looked, her physical appearance or whatever, attracted the guys. The guys looking at her like, damn, she got ass. Damn, look at them titties. Damn, boy, she thicker than a mud. Boy, I'll fuck the shit out of Nicki Minaj. You know what I mean? Dudes being dudes, saying they'll fuck the shit out of Nicki Minaj, right? Bam. Corner the little market, the little sex pop that can rap, right? Sex pop star that can rap. All right, cool. Fast forward. She locks down the game for a minute. She's pretty much like for like a good 8-9 year run. She's like the only woman out here that's popular. Yeah, there were female rappers out there, Remy Ma trying to do her thing at one point. Then she got locked up, whatever, came out trying to do her thing again, And then you have other rappers out here, Jean Grey, who can rap their ass off, Rhapsody out here doing her thing, Plenty of female MCs that out here underground building a name. But Nicki Minaj, took the shine, you know what I mean? Got the most hype, most promotion, Not too sure if that was done on purpose or whatever the case may be, but she ran that whole sex pot thing for a good 8-9 years. She didn't necessarily evolve. See, what Nicki Minaj should have did by the time her third album came, what she should have did, or after her second album, starting from after her second album, what she should have been doing, taking some of her money, right, and investing in it. Show that, hey, I'm a boss woman. Women like this, some women like to call themselves boss bitches. I really don't like when women call themselves bitches. But, for the sake of this, podcast or whatever, I'll just stick with that. All right, she should have been getting her boss bitch moves on by investing in little things. Hell, even if she took a play out of Rick Ross' book and got into franchising, like listen to, speak to Ross, be like, hey, how do you franchise? Okay, cool. Take some of his plays, start with 1 or 2 places, make sure it grows, and then boom. Even if she just got into franchising and got a little over a dozen franchises under her belt that's making money, she can still brag and say, yeah, I'm a boss bitch because I got a few franchises under my belt. I got stocks and bonds and all that, you know what I'm saying? I got a portfolio, you see what I'm saying? Now, if she started rapping about that soon after her second album, start talking that money shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, the label that you under is called Young Money, Cash Money. So hell, start talking cash money. Start talking that big money on how to get it, how you getting it, and what you got. You feel me? So yeah, boom. She should have been talking about making moves with the shit that she got. But what she did, she just continued on with, party life. I'm a pretty girl. I got a fat ass. I date dope boys. Party life, pretty girl. I date dope boys. I got a fat ass. And I do this with my genitalia, my pussy tight and sex. My head game is sick and I can take your man. See what I'm saying? She continued on with the same old shit instead of investing, becoming that boss bitch. You know what I'm saying? Now, fast forward. Look at where she's at now. 36th birthday not too long ago. She's with a guy who she said that she used to have a thing with back in the day, right? This dude, I could see if the guy was like a known producer that, that made a name for himself and they're near the same age bracket and they connect and stuff like that. Like if her and Just Blaze was to get together, right? Or if her and, I know Pharrell's married, but what if Pharrell was single and him and Nicki Minaj, they get together? Or if, let's say DJ Mustard or somebody like that, if him and Nicki Minaj were to get together, make something happen. You know what I mean? Even though I think Mustard is younger than her. But let's say, I don't know, let's say, trying to think, like if her and Drake became a thing, a serious thing. You know what I'm saying? That would make some sense. You feel me? They connect, get together, but nah, she decides to hook up with some dude, just got out of jail not too long ago. Not really, hell, if anything, he's gonna live off of her wealth, you know? That's sort of working backwards. Why would you link up with a dude that's fresh out of jail with gang ties and all that shit? She wants to try to keep up with Cardi B and them. She doesn't want to be seen as getting older. Like Nicki, she can still rap. The skills are still there. If anything, they've gotten a little sharper, you know? But her persona, her image and all that, she's trying to keep up with the young y'all them. And you can't do that, you know what I mean? You can't do that. After a certain time, you start that foolishness, you have to cut out, you know? You have to stop it. You have to elevate. If you call yourself a boss bitch, well, make boss bitch moves. Start going to different investment firms. Hell, link up with a dude who's, you know what I mean, a brother who's in the finance world that's making money on his own. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is one brother who I know or whatever, right? He was on the Grand Hustle show, T.I.'s reality TV show competition, Grand Hustle show or whatever. And that brother, right? You know what I'm saying? That brother who I know, I ain't gonna say his name, you know, out of respect. She need to link up with somebody like that brother, because that brother, he does financial consulting for companies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, link up with somebody who can help you make moves with your money, who will more than likely have your best interest in mind, and who would love to show you off, because hell, you're Nicki Minaj. You know how many dudes in jail probably been fantasizing about her since 2000 whatever. You know what I'm saying? And nah, she decides to throw it all on a whim, dating a 8-time loser, 3 to 4-time loser or whatever, you know what I'm saying? In and out of jail ass Negro, you know what I mean? Trying to keep up with the young gal now, doing young gal shit. What she need to be doing is making boss moves, hanging out with other entrepreneurs, people within her price range, figuring out how to increase her net worth. By increase, and then rapping about it. That way, young girls, because you got to keep in mind, we're in an era where women are becoming entrepreneurs. Women are getting their degrees and stuff like that. So to have a woman who can be on the forefront of all that, rapping about making these moves, getting this money or whatever, being smart with her investments, talking that shit with Jay-Z be talking or whatever, like, I got 4 businesses, bitch, I'm a real boss bitch. You know what I mean? I made 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4. I made 87 million. I'm balling on you whores. I invested in NASDAQ. Now I'm investing in NASDAQ. And guess what? Every last one of my credit cards, they all black. You know what I mean? You just bragging about the shit that she got because of the moves she make. You feel me? Link up with the right business people. Hell, she was dating Nas at one point. Nas is a savvy investor. Nas made a few $1 million investments that's paid off very well. Nas is a savvy business person. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't on the pop charts like he used to, but I'm pretty sure Nas will never go broke because he's a smart investor. He has the right team around him. And that's what Nicki Minaj should have been paying attention. Should have been paying attention to what Nas is doing. You know what I'm saying? Taking the money and then flipping it. Right? And then talk about the boss moves. And then, hell, start your own little label. Get your own little lineup. Get your own little crew. And hopefully 1 or 2 of those artists blow up in their own right, or hell, maybe blow up bigger than she did. See what I'm saying? Now she's seen as a mogul. She's seen as a boss for real, for real. All the way 100 and not just rapping about the shit. She ain't gotta sit up there and do no little gal simping, you know what I mean? She ain't gotta do no foolishness trying to keep up with the Cardi B's of the world. Cardi B, alright, she might have been, came up in a blood set or whatever the case may be, but that's Cardi. You ain't gotta do that foolishness, you Nicki Minaj. Use your pull and influence to make moves. I understand you got a 360 deal, but that don't mean you can't take whatever money you made and then flip that shit into something else. Be smart about it, man. Use that tool between your two shoulders. That's what you're supposed to do. Take from Jay-Z's playbook. Take from Rick Ross' playbook. Take from Nas' playbook. Everybody that made it in rap that has investments and shit going, you need to get closer to those guys, man. Figure out who they work with, who's reputable, and then take your money and then put that shit into things, do it in ways that you can accumulate more money. You know what I mean? Hell, get a few car lots under your name. You know what I'm saying? A few car lot franchises or whatever. You know what I mean? Hell, you Nicki Minaj, fuck it. Get a luxury car lot or whatever, and then figure out how to hustle that shit. Get a few business partners or whatever. Y'all work that shit out and then see about expanding on that. You see what I'm saying? If you're a real boss bitch, you should be making boss bitch moves. Not running, not going backwards in life. Her dating this dude who she's with now and then without hanging with loser ass bloods and oh my god. What are you doing, Nicki? Stop. Take from other people's playbooks. Put it in your rhymes. Elevate yourself. If you're gonna be a queen bee, then you gotta be making queen moves. Show these young girls who have their degrees, these young ladies who want to be entrepreneurs in the future or who have ambitions of being entrepreneurs now. Be their leader, be their soundtrack towards success. See, for guys, we got the Jay-Z's of the world. We got the 50 Cents of the world. You know what I'm saying? We got the Jay Princes down south here or whatever. Yeah, Jay Prince wasn't no rapper, but Master P's of the world. We see their playbooks. You see what I'm saying? Try to be a female version of that. See, for guys, we can pull on that. Get us through that, especially those of us in the hoods of America. We can lean on those. We can look at their playbooks and figure, okay, once I get here, I need to do this, I can do that. Let me take my time, or I gotta get a good accountant, or I gotta get a good watch out for people trying to run game on me. I might lose a little money, so don't invest all my money. Like if I have $10 million, don't invest the whole 10 million. See if you can invest just 100,000 and see where it can go from there. Alright, cool. That's if it ain't some bullshit. If it's something real, I should get 7 times return on investment, IPIDA and all that. You know what I mean? You start sounding like a dude in Shark Tank or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You start getting game as you go along. You start seeing the pieces, what you got to do after you get your money. See what I'm saying? That's what Nicki Minaj needs to be doing. Reinventing herself from young lady to grown woman, making grown woman moves. Not trying to follow what the Cardi B's of the world are doing. So let this be a lesson for everybody. This is a lesson in reinventing yourself. If you don't figure out ways how to reinvent yourself in a positive light, then you're going to be doomed to stay in one place forever. And hell, maybe even fall into obscurity. You'll just be another sob story with a great past. You know what I'm saying? A train wreck that had a beautiful launch, but all of a sudden, and something like the Titanic, beautiful launch, but then boom, ran right into a damn iceberg. You know what I mean? The iceberg of reality. And then sinking in as your career disappears. Reinvent yourself wisely. See, me, I already understand what I gotta do. First, young knucklehead, could have been in and out of jail, but I decided to go to college. Boom, I transitioned from street dude to semi-street dude to college student. Once I started getting my mind right, reading more, educating myself, getting better with time, learning to master my emotions, you know what I'm saying? As I learned about the world and what I needed to learn and finding my purpose, right? I went from student to finding my purpose, right? Understanding my purpose, where I needed to be. So now that I understand the purpose, got to figure out a path to succeed at my purpose. So now I have to reinvent myself again as more of a businessman, more of a leader, more of a teacher, more of a guide. I have to bestow what I've learned to the younger generation. So now I got to go from, wearing on sneakers and Dickies or whatever to wearing on, jeans, shoes, stuff like that, shirt, flip-flops and socks. Now I gotta get into wearing on dress shoes, shirt, tie. And I don't mind it. Hell, I look good in a shirt and tie. Shit, I've always looked good in a goddamn shirt and tie, you know what I mean? But yeah, I have to more transition over from dude in the hood with skill, talent, and some knowledge of self to somebody that's distinguished, somebody that's a gentleman, somebody that's more appealing to the eye in terms of what it is I'm looking to succeed at, right? That's my next transition. Looking more of a boss, more of a leader. I ain't saying that you gotta I'm gonna always have to have on a certain tie. I'm just saying I have to clean it up just a little bit. Just a little bit. But yeah, man. Clean it up a little bit for what it is I have to do next. Then, once my cash starts coming in, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to invest it. Make moves with it. You know what I'm saying? That's the next step. I understand how I got to transition. When I had to transition, you can feel it in the air. You can feel it. Like you've done something for like 2, 3, 4 years, right? And then you start sensing like, okay, I got to make a change. You can feel it within you as you age, as you grow older. It's something in your brain. Instinctively, you should know, okay, I have to reinvent myself. Shoot, I remember one, I think it was Miles Davis that said, it's like when he dropped an album, right? When he introduced a new style of jazz or whatever, right? The minute he drops it, boom, he's working on something else. You know what I'm saying? Working on a whole new style, a whole new way of doing something, a whole new wave, working with a whole new lineup of artists or whatever. See what I'm saying? Like every 3 to 5 years, he was reinventing his style, skill set. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do. You reinvent yourself with time. You change up your look, how you walk, how you talk, how you think, how you feel. You gain from the world. You learn from different experiences. You read a little more, gaining to adding to your soul's progression. And then you reinvent yourself, repackage everything you're doing, and then bam, you present it to the world. What it is you're doing, what it is you got going, what it is you're willing to convey that says this is you, this is what you're about. But you have to be willing to learn how to reinvent yourself. And Nicki Minaj is failing at that horribly. I'm telling you, if she continues with this track here in the next 2 to 3 years, she might fuck around and end up on Love and Hip Hop, or probably getting a reality TV show, you know what I mean, executive produced by Baby, aka Birdman, or whatever. But still, it's not going to be pretty if she continues with the fuckery. She has to learn how to leave the young girl shit alone and evolve into something else. And I'm telling you, because of this new era of women, more women getting their degrees, more women, especially black women, starting up their own little businesses and stuff like that, she could be their voice. But all she did was leave an opening for Cardi B. If Cardi B was smart, that's what she should start doing. Like, the minute she get a certain amount of money, start investing it, start being, you know what I mean, start linking up with the right people, start getting some game and using that shit. And then she might fuck around and for the next 5 to 10 years, 15 years, be like the female Jay-Z. All because Nicki Minaj wasn't savvy enough to take from that playbook and running with it. Hell, Nicki Minaj had a higher chance. Hell, I still feel, in a way, she has a higher chance to do that if she's smart. You know? But it's up to her to recognize that she has to reinvent herself. Come back a little better. Be a bit more polished. Because she still has a name out here. The only real competition that she has in terms of popularity is Cardi B. Yeah? So she can come back with another album, bounce back a little bit, but she has to be on some more grown woman shit. And not this fuckery that she's got going on. Mama, you're 36 years old. You're a year younger than me. Be smart. Reinvent yourself. Move forward, not backward. All right. That's my 2 cents on reinventing oneself. If you guys got any questions, you can hit me up. Any topic ideas, just email me, dke305@gmail.com. That's D as in dog, K as in kitchen, E as in electric, 305@gmail.com. You can also hit me up on Damn Your Logic on Instagram. You can hit me in the DMs, message me here on Anchor, and check out my website with my books and works at www.thehootiewritingandpublishing.com. And yeah, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.